PNG Sea Breeze, hey. Hey, Cynthia Murray. Alright, y'all. So what I'm doing is, these are herbs, okay? And I'm to the point to where it's just happening, okay? I'm getting more into where I want to have my house a certain way and just redoing things differently. I'm gonna stay on task with this. Right now I'm doing house plants, herbs, okay? The goal is to have these sitting throughout my living room and my kitchen, okay? And that's more of a natural smell. If you can smell, like right now, these are basil, okay? And just imagine walking into your house and you smell basil, okay? Natural basil, okay? That beats any candles, a lot of the, what is it? The scented stuff or whatnot. Plus, at any time, I can go and pull something to eat, you know? If somebody come to my house and I don't tell them, you don't know that you may be sitting by a basil plant unless you know plants. It could smell like basil. This is doing two things. Mental, for my mental, and also providing food inside my house, okay? No matter what it is. And I feel like, you know, I wanted house plants. And I said, well, I'm going to get house plants, which I did. But putting this, and I've done this like 2020 time frame. I did it and I didn't stay on top of it. But I'm staying on top of it now because it's just more of a, I don't know. It's just a different feeling, okay, why I'm doing this. So, I don't know if I'm being guided or whatever the case may be. I don't know. I just know I am serious about doing it, okay? So, I have herbs on the outside, so I have herbs on the inside, okay? And we're going to go through this journey to see how they do. I do have stuff in my grow tent that I told y'all I had something to show y'all. I'm going to show y'all in a minute. And I'm trying to get my indoor garden. I want stuff to be growing throughout the house that in case we can't go outside, I still have food inside, okay? So Somebody mentioned in the other live stream about the, what is it? Is it the military or the something? Policing 19 states. Y'all know what I'm talking about. There's a lot of things being set up, okay? And a lot of us is letting our guard down. We're slacking off, okay? Let's not do that. Let's not do that. And I'm thankful that I'm getting in that mentality where I want flowers and stuff, but I'm just doing it different. When I say flowers, I'm talking about like household flowers. Y'all know I've always done flowers and love my flowers. I'm talking about like household stuff. So I'm like, how, other than the clean air, having the benefits of having flowers, the mental part for us, the anxiety and stuff like that, it helps mentally. Can I feed myself? Yeah, because I want greenery, and these basils are green, okay? So it's doing a lot. I talked back, and I remember doing videos back in 2020 about gardening and mental health. And I'm still a firm believer of that, okay? Because I know it helps me. It helps me. So I'm going to, I didn't want to take no basil from outside or whatnot. I wanted to do some fresh ones, you know, fresh plants or whatnot. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put a little bit more perlite in this because I can tell it's like they slacked up on that perlite. So yeah, edible house plants, you know. I plan on doing it as well after I planted my lemon tree. I also love the greenery. And yes, Anthony. Yes, honey. Yes, do it. Do it. Do it, honey. Do it. Y'all can see what I'm doing. Yeah, it do. Huh? Yeah, it do. OJ. You cannot hear me. Hey, Diane Wynn. Alright, y'all. Alright, so I got the start of them. And I'm going to go put these throughout my house. My kitchen and my living room, actually. Not sure where I'm going to put them, but definitely going to put them in there. I don't know why this lighting is doing this. Hey, B. Michelle. Not B. Michelle. B. Shell. Hey. I was planting some basil. So what I need to do, oh, I still said I had something to show y'all. One second, I'm going to show y'all. Alright, so those of you who've been following me remember these plants right here. And remember how small they was? I watered them yesterday. I hadn't watered them in months, okay? And I got some stuff that we're going to be doing to make multiple plants out of these. But they have grown so much. These are dragon fruit, my dragon fruit. They were so small and now they done start being vinely. Look at that. So much has grown on them, okay? So I am going to be propagating some of these so I can make multiple plants. So as you can see, I ain't gonna give too much because I have been vlogging. Y'all gonna get some of this stuff in the vlogs and whatnot. So, but those of you that's in here, I can go ahead and show you the growth on these. So I know off in this one, I actually could take 1, 2, 3. I could take 3 good cuttings off in that. 4 good cuttings off in that. About 4 off in that one. And 3 off in this one if I wanted to. So I can you know, get more plants or whatnot. But yeah, I'm so happy with this. They done got bigger and more sturdy. I cannot wait for dragon fruits to start growing, okay? Because I like dragon fruit, okay? So yeah, growing this indoors. This is food. Where I got them from, the nursery, I don't know, because they were small. They was like small, so I don't know what type of cuttings, if it was from seeds or whatnot. So you can literally get fruit from like within 2 years, depending on if it was from something more mature. It may be even sooner. So yeah, but from then on, you have fruit inside. Now when you are germinating, you have to, I mean, not germinate, when it's time, when they get flowers on them, you do have to pollinate. If you grow them inside, you do have to pollinate them so you can get fruit, and that's no problem, okay? I've pollinated fruit and plants before inside, so that's no problem. So that's another way to have food. That's another way to have food growing inside your house. If you start now, before you know it, for some of this stuff, you will have a lot of food, you know. Be sure look at it. Thank you, honey. Thank you, honey. I got plans for that whole thing. I got plans for, I'm just in my growing zone, okay? So, growing stuff inside again, because even though I'm not talking about a lot going on in the news like I normally would do, because it's depressing, and sometimes we can spend a lot of time talking and not doing. So I'm focusing my time on doing more. So just because I'm not talking about it, I know y'all see what's going on in the news. I know y'all see. Can you say, how can I put this so I don't get, I'm going to say, piece it together. Somebody write it in the comments if you get what I'm saying. Roll the dice. Potatoes. Cargo ship. Roll the dice, potatoes, cargo ship. Let me see if somebody get what I'm saying in the comments. It's one word. Just take away some things, put some things. Listen to what I'm saying. Roll the dice, potatoes, cargo ship. You see if somebody get it. It seems like that's what somebody is trying to turn everything into. So we need to prepare by getting the things that we need, growing our own food as much as we can. Growing your food inside. I have been singing that from at least 2020. Because it may get to the point to where you can't grow it outside. Policing has started in 19 states. So I say, roll the dice, potatoes, cargo ship. Cynthia said, you get it. Okay, you get what I'm saying. So there's one word you can get out of all that by listening to what I'm saying. Roll the dice, potatoes, and cargo ship. And I'm going to leave it like that, because from my understanding, I don't know if it's true, but some things is getting censored on here. Some channels is getting censored. And I ain't got time for that. Okay? So it is what it is. But I know that we need to be preparing as much as possible. I know they ain't playing. And from the way I look, I see stuff, things gonna sneak up on a lot of people. things is done a little bit at a time that's going to sneak up on a lot of people. See, people being sneaky in what they doing. And the world, a lot of people in the world ain't even paying attention to what they doing. Ain't paying attention to what's right in front of us. So, growing food inside, yeah. Yeah. Probably need to be trying to do that. I don't care if it ain't nothing but some herbs, basil. Like I say, I'm going to be showing y'all in the vlogs. If y'all not paying attention to the vlogs, then you're going to miss a lot of stuff. Okay? T. Sherelle, distractions. Yep. Well, that's what they doing. But what I'm saying, this may turn into a roll the dice, potatoes, roll the dice, potatoes, cargo ship. Okay? It may turn into roll the dice, potatoes, cargo ship. And the things that's going on is a distraction for what's actually happening. Okay? Yeah. That's the way it looks. That's the way it looks, you know. And it's slowly happening. Slowly happening. And a lot of people ain't gonna know until it's right there. So them 4 years is up. And it's like, oh, wait, huh? Yeah, it's been happening. It's been happening. Learn as much as you can on your own and keep quiet at the same time. I agree with you. They are doing things we need to stock up. Last week, we didn't have water for 4 days. Yeah, Diane Wynn. Yeah, and I'm going to tell you something else I've noticed. I don't know what it is. Have anybody noticed? And I'm just asking. It could be the change of the weather. I'm not blaming nobody or nothing like that. I'm just saying. Have anybody noticed? You go outside, you feel weird. Have anybody noticed that? You go outside, you feel weird. Put that in, let me know, have anybody noticed that? You go outside and you feel weird as I don't know what. Don't have nothing going on until you go outside. Everybody in my house been noticing that. I've heard a couple people that I know have said the same thing. I thought I was crazy. There are so many things been flying over and stuff. I know I'm in a military town, but this is something different, you know. It ain't, I've been noticing. And I said, okay, yeah. Or either it's you feel off. You feel drained or something. Everybody in my house has been feeling like that, and some people that I know has been feeling like that. So I'm like, and then you know you got some people that say things are being sprayed. I don't know if that's true or anything. But I just feel like, you know, we need to make sure, because look at what happened. Yup, late at night. I've heard that. Look at how I know where I am. This growing season was horrible. And I've heard people up here say something is killing off their plants and it ain't no bugs. So when I tell y'all I've been getting some things together, for y'all. Pay attention to my vlogs. Pay attention to what I'm doing in my vlogs. Because some things I'm not going to say for this channel to get censored. I've seen multiple channels on here. Big channels that talks about a lot of the prepping and stuff. And I've told y'all this for a couple of months. I'm just going to do. Hence my vlogs. But everything ain't going to be like that because we don't want to wear ourselves out with just, you know, like you just gotta do. You gotta have some fun. You gotta, you know, so I try to give everything, you know, in them. But I'm not going to be on here saying too much like I used to in depth, because of the fact that it makes sense. If distractions is being thrown out there and they don't really want you to see it coming, of course they're going to, of course, I ain't going to say they, I'm saying, of course, they don't want nobody alerting others, okay? So you get what I'm saying? So y'all know what I'm about. You know what my life is about. So when you see me doing things, just be like, yeah, MGL, we got you. Okay. Go get you some. That's why I told y'all to check y'all Dollar Trees. Them 16-cent seeds. If you go to your Dollar Tree and they got seeds out with a 50% sale sign on it, and they already was $4 for $1.25, you better stock up on them. You better stock up on them, and you better get you some grow lights. This ain't nothing to cause no panic. Have that stuff, because I do believe you gonna need it, because the people don't care nothing about you. People don't care nothing about you. No. And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say it in a nice way. I don't have a racist bone in my body. And my immediate body makeup is of both races plus some. So no, I don't have a racist bone. How can I? I know what my parents are. But I will say this. They don't know that. When they see me, I'm just another fully and not all, but some ain't gonna give you the shirt off their back if they had two and you was standing there with nothing on at all. The stank looks that I see in the stores. Let me tell y'all something. When I went in there, I be paying attention to stuff. I caught on to something yesterday when I went in. I was live with y'all for the seeds. When I walked in, there was a gentleman at the seeds, going through the seeds. And, you know, I got myself stood to the side or whatnot. And I reached my hand in the thing and grabbed out some seeds. He walked off. He kind of looked like, so I looked at him. But he walked off, but he was on the phone. When he went around that corner, I left the seeds because somebody was right there. And he went on down, like I couldn't get the rest of it. What's wrong? I can't get no seeds too? But this is the thing. You wanted seeds. You was getting seeds. You let me stop you from getting seeds when I didn't do anything but just stand there and reach in the bin and get some so I can look through some? The stank look that he gave, I'm the one that you give me a stank look, I'm going to give you one back. Or I'm just going to stare at you until you feel like you got something to say. I heard him. I stood right there, went through them seeds and got whatever. You will not deter me from getting what I need to get. Okay? So that's his loss. Because I stood right there, got my seeds, and that's it. He could have stood right there and did the same thing. But it just teaches me how people are. It was no need to look at me crazy because I wanted some seeds. Am I going to stand there and let you take all the good seeds? No, I'm not. I'm not. That goes to show you it'll be in an emergency situation and they will look at you crazy. No, buddy. Now you can, I'm nice and all this, and you know, you could have stood there and went through them daggone seeds, continue to go through just like me. Whoever got whatever got, you would have had your seeds and I would have had my seeds. No. Oh, he wanted all the seeds for him. Yeah, but he could have got him some good ones. He could have got some. It's how stank he said it. And I know he said something else when he went down. I just couldn't get it because the look he gave me told it all. When I reached my hand to get them daggone seeds out. Oh, sir, No, no, no. That ain't what we gonna do. Now, most people would have took that a certain way. They would have went the racist way. Could be, could not be. I don't know. But the actions, people actions tell you a lot. People actions tell you a lot. So guess what? You ain't finna run me from these seeds. You want to sit there and look at me dumb? I'm going to look at you dumb. Simple as that. Because I can stand there. I had time. But I'm going to get some of these good old seeds, you know. I'm going to get me some seeds too. Yeah. I do that a lot, Tracy. When I go in stores and you hold the door for somebody, and you know, I was taught manners. I teach my kids manners. You hold the door for somebody, the polite thing to do is say thank you, or at least give me a nod or something. I'm a country girl. I know what a nod means. But you can go through and hold the door for some people, and they act like you were supposed to do it. Like it was like you supposed to cater to them. Them right there, when I notice they don't say anything or whatnot, I just look back at them and I do what you say. I'll smile and I'll nod and I'll keep on moving. But yesterday though, Tracy, he had to get the look because he was giving me the stank look. He was standing there like I had took his candy or something. Like, what? What? Cause I put my hand in the side, ease to the side, just grabbed me some seeds and stood back and was gone. And he didn't like that. Well, guess what? I picked all the good seeds that I could out, because he could have stood there and got his. How can you sell good seeds? B-Shell. The only way I tell from good seeds and bad seeds, if I put that little sucker in the soil and he don't germinate. And he don't germinate, honey. It's kind of hard to tell. I got all these seeds right here. And the ones that I got day 4 yesterday, I put in a Ziploc bag though and put the year that I got them, August 2025, and then I got the other ones in there that I got yesterday to keep them separate from the ones that I've been got. Because I got too many seeds, but I'm just gonna put them in soil. You know, put them in soil. They don't germinate in a amount of time, then you know. Yeah, they'll last a long time. I got seeds that's over 7 years old in packets. I bought some that was clearance out at a nursery, and they was already like 2 years old when I got them. And now they should be about, I got seeds between 5 and 7 years looking at the expiration date on them. Oh yeah, all the time there. I'm nice and very polite to people, but I ain't gonna take no mess. I am not going to take no mess. I've never been one, and I wasn't taught that way, to be passive, you know. People come up and talk to me and stuff. Like, when I see people looking, and then they'll kind of smile, and then when I know the thing, they done ease over and having conversation. And I had somebody say, because I have an approachable face, I am an approachable person. I just ask, give me the same respect that I give you, you know. I'm not one of them. I could be having the baddest day ever. I'm not going to go in a store and out in public with my face all tooted up, all frowned up. Like, I don't do that. And you see people that do that, and, you know, it just is what it is. I'm not that type. But I just, give me respect just like I would give you, unless you give me other reasons why. And I think that's fair. I think that's really, really fair, you know. I think that's really fair. And so I just said, okay, I'm going to stand here, buddy, and I'm going to count out these seeds. And I did just that. So if he went back over there by the time I was due, he was going to have he might have had a few herbs and a few peppers and a lot of flowers. Because I sure got all the beans, squash, cucumbers, and zucchinis I could get. Simple as that. He could have did the same thing. Whatever handful you pick up, whatever you got in there, that's you. And then I'm that time you gonna sit there and say, oh, I really wanted beans. Did you get beans? Oh yeah, I got a lot of beans. You want some? How many you want? And I'll give them to you. But it's the stank look, and then the way then I'm finna get all these. I am about to get all these. There's some people like to put everyone else in moods when they are in harm. Exactly. I can't deal with nobody who attitude fluctuate at the drop of a dime. I don't care if you even around me. We could be in the same house. If your energy and your attitude fluctuate at the drop of a dime, and I feel like you want to put me in a mood because sometimes people don't even be in a bad mood. They just want to put you in one. Sometimes people can envy you. Sometimes people can have they see you doing something and they feel like they can't, or they have low self-esteem, or they envy you, or they have a grudge against you, or sometimes people that just don't know you. People are just like that. And I'm that type, and especially the older I get is, my peace is very valuable, you know. And I'm not finna tolerate that. It used to bother me. It don't bother me now. It used to bother me. Sometimes I would be out one night and you speak to somebody and they looking like, and I want to say that used to bother me a little bit. Like, wow, like, and sometimes you would think like, is it me? Like, why? And look, from ever since I was in school, I had to fight my way through school. Like, I literally fought every year because kids thought I was going to be I was the smallest of my class. smallest of my class, but very mighty, you know. They would try me, well, I get them right on together. If I got to fight you with a desk, if I got to spray stuff, I did all that. Because you ain't going to be 200 pounds and I'm only darn 80 pounds and jump on me. Now, we ain't finna do that, but I'm going to go ahead and sit you down. And I did that. I had to, but I didn't start nothing with nobody. I didn't start nothing with nobody. And then throughout life, it seems like people just look at you and I don't like them. Because you're not living like them. You're not carrying yourself like them. You're not trying to live like the world. You're not doing this. People can simply not like you for that. You can be in the store, don't know an individual, and because you got yourself together, you doing this, you doing that. Let me tell you, I was in the store the other day, and I was in line, and this lady was behind us. And we was checking out, and I had told the guy that I wanted the my stuff in my shopping bags. I take my own personal shopping bags in there if I can remember to get them out. And I told him, and he was like, okay, fine. Don't you know, when I turned around, the woman behind me was just like, and I'm just like, what, you know, like, I was finna say something, y'all. I caught myself. I'm sitting there like, so I just looked at her, and then I just went on and kept on doing my stuff. Like, simple things. What? She was fine. She was fine. Seems like, as long as we were standing in line and all that. When I asked them to put them in there, she just like, it wasn't gonna take no longer time. I didn't have much, but it's just you know, sometimes I see people walk past, they look off in your bug and then they give you the stank look. I'm gonna give you the stank look back. Like, what's the problem? What's the problem? Because, honey, if you low on cash and I got a little few extra dollars and you need something, you ain't got to give me the stank look. You ain't even got to know me. Oh, yeah, you got $5. I'm trying to get that. Oh, yeah, sure, honey. That's how I'm. Then you ain't got to do all that extra. And people be doing that mess, man. And then you got the ones that have in their mind, nothing can be going wrong with them. They could be fine. Nothing could be going wrong with them. But some evilness be going through them. They evil to where they'll literally say, who can I give a bad day to? Who can I make have a bad day today? Who can I do this? Who can I do that? They literally would do it until they get the right one and mess around and find out real quick. So it's just like the way people are, and that's another reason why I don't want to be caught in a situation where I have to ask. You know, we may have to ask people for something, but small stuff that I can do, that I'm able to do on my own, I don't want to have to ask people for nothing. I really don't. I really don't want to have to ask people for nothing. You hear me? Nothing at all, because they ain't right. A lot of people is not right, you know. So That's how that goes. So this is another reason for, you know, doing what we gotta do. Let's see. Give respect to receive respect, and some people like, okay, yeah, no time for that foolishness. I have noticed that the birds and squirrels are missing here. Oh wow. Thank you. I appreciate the information. Yeah, so that's when we kind of got off topic a little bit, but that sums up a lot of reasons why we should pray. A lot of reasons why we should be able to don't try not to be the person that's got to go ask. Try to have be the person that they come and ask you. Don't try not to be the person that's got to go ask for something. Try to have people to come and ask you, because you can control it that way, you know. And these are simple things that we can do, you know. So, a lot of the loss of water, and you taught me. Diane Wynn, I understand, honey. I understand. I didn't do any watermelons, I don't think. Did I do some? I didn't get around to it. It's been too hot, Sandra. This season has just been crazy. It's been too hot. Too hot, honey. My stuff is just really taking off now because we done cooled down. But spring and summer was just extremely too hot here where I'm at. It's been unusually hot to the point now where a lot of the farmers and stuff has been complaining. A lot of the OJ, come here. A lot of farmers and stuff has been complaining. So it's just been hot for a lot of us. These are basil. Give me that bug spray. Because I took them tennis shoes off and I just seen them. Mosquitoes down here. They be trying to get any inch that ain't got nothing. Basil. I am doing house plants, but hold on, y'all. Mosquitoes tagging my ankles. Okay. Doing house plants, doing things a little different, okay? But I have these as basil, some edible house plants. I used to talk to my neighbors about gardening and planting, and they just rolled their eyes, and I realized that I don't need to tell them anything, but they still come to me when the power goes out. Exactly, Tracy. Exactly. That's what I call trying to use people. They don't want to do nothing for themselves, but when something go wrong, then they want to come and bar, then they want to go back and live their life like ain't nothing, like they ain't got no responsibilities, not even for themselves. I get it. Yeah, thought I had enough, but not when you have to use water for everything. I am back on stocking now. Yes, Diane Wynn. Yes, I understand, honey. My thing must not be on because, oh my goodness, these mosquitoes getting in here. But look, y'all, I'm going to get off of here. I don't know if I'll come back live because I got some more other house plants that's not edible that I want to do. Because make it fun. Make sure you get your edible stuff, but also do, you know, house plants and stuff that's not edible and all that. I'm trying to build back up my flower seeds that I had still with. If only I could find those seeds. Oh my goodness. But anyway, I am going to go ahead and get off of here. I want to go shower. Because I got book spray all on me. Hold on, let me do this. I got book spray all on me and I need to eat. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. But pay attention to the lives. I have not did my editing or anything. Pay attention to the blogs, and we're going to get this stuff right on together, okay? I'm going to try to show y'all as much as what I'm doing. Just remember, I'm showing you what I'm doing, without saying it too much. I just caught this. I want to tell you that I'm turning my garage into a greenhouse. Pit rows of plastic people. The thicker, the better. Got you, Margaret. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, honey. I'm going to try growing different herbs. Windows. Yes, Miss Red. Yes, yes, yes. So I'll be showing y'all this in my vlogs. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put it and stuff. Don't offer help when the power goes out. Exactly, B Shell. He should. So, well, she shouldn't. I'm sorry about that. It's Tracy. But I'm gonna go and get off of here. Thank y'all so much for coming in, and we're gonna get this together. We're gonna get this. Let me see, I took your advice and tried the sauteed cucumbers. Girl, they are so good. I have never heard of it. You are the only person I heard about the sauteed cucumbers. I've been eating sauteed cucumbers. Yes, Sandra. Oh, you just made me want to go get me some cucumbers to saute. Yes, ma'am. So I'm glad you tried them. I'm glad you tried them. I learned to close my blinds because I have lights. I know that. Tracy, I know that's right. I know that's right. I know that's right. So y'all, let me get up off of here. Make sure y'all checking the channels for lives and vlogs because I don't think that they are pushing my channel. And I still got to get some fun stuff going on the other channel so we can have fun and prepare and all that. You know, if y'all like me, I don't want to see sad stuff and news stuff and stressing stuff constantly. I don't. So I can't function like that. I'm OCD. I'm OCPD. So I can't function like that. So we gotta mix this thing up, but still we gotta get stuff done, okay? And that's what I'm trying to do. So let me go and get off of here. I love salt and pepper on my cucumbers. Oh yes. And girl, I'm already hungry. I'm already gotta eat. So let me get off of here. I'm gonna go shower. I'm gonna get me a cold beer, and I'm gonna fix me something to eat. And then I'm going to get back to it. I may come back on here live with y'all. If not, it'll be tomorrow because I do need to edit. I'm not sure, but yeah. Thank you, MGL, for another great video. Have a wonderful day. You too, honey. You too. Thank y'all all for coming in. I love y'all. Be safe. Mwah. Bye.